Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be continuing with if Itachi took Naruto and Sasuke. So last left this part off with Obito like kicking the bucket and Madara gritting his teeth because Obito was a very valuable asset. So Naruto basically tells Naruto senses Obito's death and he kinda hears Rin scream. So Naruto basically just appears using Rin's seal that he placed on her. And he looks over and he sees that Obito's dead. So he's like, oh, so that thing finally activated. And Rin looks up at him and like, what, you knew? And Naruto's like, yeah, but I didn't care because apparently that thing only activates when he tries to betray the person he was working for. So apparently he just decided to come with us. He wasn't planning on staying. So I didn't help him. And she's like, well, now he's dead, so you don't need to because he's dead now. And Naruto basically tells Nagato, like, you should just summon the King of Hell and get this over with already. And Karini runs out there, and she's like, what's going on? And Rin basically accuses Naruto of killing Obito. And Naruto looks at her and was like, bro, if I wanted Obito dead, I would have killed him when I first saw him. Stop putting words in my mouth. It's not my fault that that the fact that you couldn't protect yourself when you were little and you can stay with your team or Kakashi. It's not my fault that he turned evil. It's not my fault that he got that shit on his chest. That is you and Kakashi's fault. Just the fuck up talking to me. And he basically walks away. And now Kakashi was like, what was that about? And Naruto just gets more and more aggressive over time. Like, Obito gets resurrected. Obito gets resurrected. He thanks Nagato, but Nagato tells him to go thank Naruto. And he goes and he tries to thank Naruto, but Naruto blows him off, pushes him away, like shit like that. Like Naruto's starting like mad dissing toward everybody. So, Hinato's like, maybe I should go ask him. So she goes and she tries to ask him, and Naruto was like, why? Why are you here? Like right now? Can you tell me why you're here? And she basically tells Naruto like, oh, I'm here to see if you're okay. Naruto's like, oh, so now people want to know if I'm okay or not. I was perfectly fine when I was just running around killing random shinobi, but now since I'm lashing out on y'all, it's a problem. And I'm gonna say, like, mid-sentence, Naruto looks up at her and she sees the Nine-Tails eye and she's like, Naruto, you're not being yourself. And Naruto says, oh no, this is me 100%. I just like using the Nine-Tails chakra. But let it be known, you're probably gonna tell them that the Nine-Tails is taking over my body. So, yeah. This is another Naruto character development part. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of fuck with him. I'm gonna kind of fuck with everybody for a minute. So yeah, Naruto basically tells Hinata like just piss off, get on my face, and she goes and tries to leave, and she goes and tries to grab Naruto before he could leave, but Naruto basically pushed her, literally pushed her to the point where she hit the wall, and Naruto walked out the room. And I'm gonna say Conan walked past and saw Naruto dead and was like, Naruto, you push ladies now? And I'm gonna say Naruto turns around like, I wonder how quick a fireball jutsu could burn you to pieces. And I'm gonna say Conan was like, what the fuck? Fuck are you? She get mad at Naruto. And she basically dissipates in the papers and tries to get in front of Naruto. And Naruto, being big brain, placed the kunai where she was reappearing. So basically she reappeared with the fucking kunai in her stomach. But he made it so where it'll just stab her and cause pain and not kill her. So yeah. Also, I didn't just wake up. I'm just bored and I'm sitting in my room in the dark, so I'm gonna be uploading a lot for right now. So yeah. Um, Naruto. Yeah, so that's basically what happens. Then I'm gonna say Ten walks up, and Ten was like, "Yo, Naruto, you good?" And Naruto asks him, Ten, why are you here? And I'm gonna say Ten like walks with Naruto instead of trying to get him to stop. And she basically tells Naruto in a nutshell, she's here because you made her stronger, and she's glad that you made her stronger. And Naruto's like, so what you're telling me is, if I would have never made you stronger, you would have never been here. You would have never looked at me the way you do now. I would have still been the Nine Tails to you. And she jokingly says, yeah. And Naruto basically she's like, see, let the truth come out when, like, he basically just starts ranting. And then before Tenten can say she was joking, Naruto just kind of disappears. And he goes and he talks to Sakura. And Sakura doesn't tell him the same thing, but she does tell him that, yeah, Naruto was like, yeah, I don't want to really hear your explanation. I just want to, he was like, I don't really want to hear your whole little sob story. Because I'm going to say she started tearing up a little bit. And Naruto was like, I don't want to hear your whole little sob story. Because last time I checked, you still have both your parents. Both my parents are dead, and the thing that killed them is inside of me. And I have to go around acting like everything's a hunky-dory all the time. And like Naruto literally just woke up on the wrong side of the anime bed today. So Naruto's like he's basically walking throughout the compound, like the hideout that they're in, the Akatsuki hideout, and basically just asking random people. I'm gonna say he gets the fuck is her name? No, not Tamari. Fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna say Naruto. I'm gonna say Naruto meets up with Zabuza and talks to Zabuza for a little bit, and then he tells Zabuza that he's leaving the Akatsuki hideout for a couple of days. And he leaves, and the first place he goes to the sand village. And he's talking, I'm gonna say he talked to Tamari and the puppet dude, but he still has he's still in that pissy attitude. So when the puppet dude basically makes a joke about Naruto being the Nine Tails, and Naruto looks at him and was like, I'm real sick and tired of people just calling me Nine Tails because I have the Nine Tails inside of me. I didn't ask for this shit. Like, I didn't ask to have the whole fucking Nine Tails sealed inside of me. I didn't ask to be fucking born. Shit like that. I'm gonna say Tamari does what no one else has done, and Naruto at least expected it from her. She grabbed that big ass fan in her and smacked that nigga in the head with it. And Naruto looks at her and was like, I could kill you right now. And nobody will know. Because, everybody will know. And I'm gonna just say it was self-defense because you hit me. And she was taken aback. Like, she was like, wait a minute, hold on. What? Naruto was like, oh yeah. And he leaves. And I'm gonna say right after he leaves, I'm gonna say Itachi, Sasuke, Obito, and Kakashi got there. And she basically tells him like there's something seriously wrong with Naruto. And this is like a small little arc where they're gonna basically be chasing Naruto around as he combat his demons on his own instead of trying to fight them with other people. And I know a lot of people are subject to that in real life, and that shit's crazy. I can't really say shit myself, but anyway. So Naruto, he goes to the hidden, he goes this time, he's not in any village. He's basically just walking around. And I'm gonna say Naruto sees some people that need help, but he goes over there, and the first thing that they say is like, oh, you're like the Nine Tails, right? You left the village. They was basically saying we don't want help from people like you. Y'all just scum. The Akatsuki's are nothing but power hungry and shit like that. And Naruto was like, yeah, you're right, we are. But you forget, you're just some basic person. You don't have chakra, and if you do, it's not that much. Cause you would have became a shinobi if you had a lot. Or maybe you do and you just didn't want to become one. I have I have shinobi training. You don't. I can kill you right now. Now um I'm gonna say an Anbu member jumps down from a tree and was like, "That's enough, Naruto." Naruto turns around and was like, "Oh yeah, and who are you?" And I'm gonna say right now, Naruto had an old friend. I'm gonna name her May. An old friend. Sasuke didn't even know about her. That's how old she is. And I'm gonna say she has black hair. No, she has purple hair. Yes, purple hair. And her eyes are blue. And she's a god. But we're not gonna talk about that right now. Just know she's a god. She has a unique Genkai specifically meant for her. So Naruto's like, "Oh yeah, and who are you supposed to be?" And she takes off the mask, and Naruto's like completely, like, just blown out of the water. Like, why the fuck? How I thought you died in like the house fire that your parents had. And she was like, "No, I almost did, but Hiruzen, Lord Third, he healed me. Like he basically got people to heal me. Then he asked people to join the Yambu." So Naruto was like, "So the Hidden Leaf Village basically kept you hidden from me this entire time." And Naruto was like, "Yeah." Oh, she was like, "Yeah, kinda." And also, I didn't want you to know I was still alive because I thought it would like mess up your development. And I was like, "Mess up my development? I thought you were dead. When you were gone, literally no one else fucked with me. Besides the Uchiha, like besides like Sasuke and Obi, like besides the Uchiha clan, basically. That was all fine and dandy until they got fucking slaughtered. And then everything just kind of went to shit after that. But I got out of the village." She's like, "Yeah, I know. I've been watching you this entire time." And Naruto was like, "Well, it doesn't matter now. Like, you're not changing my thought processes." And she was like, "No, I'm not here for that. I'm here because you're a danger to the Leaf Village." And Naruto turns around and was like, "What do you mean, a danger?" And she's like, "I was sent by Lord Third himself to take care of our Nine Tails Shinchuriki." And she kind of like shoots, I'm gonna say she shoots glass. Like, that's her Kekkei Genkai. It's like just glass. It's similar to Haku's ice mirror thing. No, it's not. I just lied. She's just able to shoot glass. Like, yeah. Like sharp shards of glass. So she does that, and Naruto's like, "I don't want to have to do this." And he's basically on the defensive. And she's like, "You're gonna have to if you wanna live." And she was like, "Come," like she was basically telling him to do it. Like, you won't. Like, basically testing him. Then she says something that only she knows, and that pissed Naruto off. So Naruto ended up stabbing her. And I'm gonna say right before she dies, she tells Naruto, like, you can't just go about your day ruining other people's lives. You just gotta try to make them better. And then she dies, and not like they're like Naruto's basically just standing there, like he's just there with her in his arms. And when like Sasuke, Itachi, Obito, and all of them get there, they look in, they're like, "Wait a minute, that girl, like Naruto obviously knew her." And Naruto just like they basically walk up to Naruto, like they give him a couple of they give him like an hour or two, and he buries her. And Naruto like not runs, but like he walks past them, and they try to talk to Naruto, but Naruto's not saying anything. And they follow him all the way back to the Akatsuki hideout. Like Naruto was not running; he was literally walking everywhere. But like the amount you can like feel the frustration and anger coursing through his body at this point. Like man's was in like a 30 meter, like I'm gonna say like 30 feet, not 30 feet, like a half a mile toward the Akatsuki hideout, and people can sense like everybody in the Akatsuki hideout can sense the amount of anger and frustration that Naruto had within him. So he gets back, and I'm gonna say Hinata basically tries to do the typical thing of her trying to hit on Naruto. But Naruto, like, grabs her and just punches her, like, directly in the stomach, basically just knocking her out. And I'm gonna say, everybody basically telling Naruto, like, yo, that wasn't cool and shit like that. And Naruto's just not responding. And he goes into, like, his room and he closes the door. And no one, like everybody's trying to, like, they're trying to listen in and everything, but Naruto's not doing or saying anything. He's just sitting in his room. And some people think it's a clone of Naruto, and that girl was actually the dead version of Naruto, and somebody just used a transformation jutsu. But I'm gonna say Hinata wakes up and was like, no, that's Naruto, but there's something wrong with him. And Naruto basically tells, like, the only reason, like, he wasn't talking to them, he was talking to Kurama, and Kurama was like, damn, I would have think she would never brought that up again. And Naruto was like, no, it's unforgivable. I told her not to, and she did it anyway. And then she has the nerve to tell me I can't go about my day doing things that I want to do. And Kurama was like, well, she's right? And Kurama was like, wait a minute. You loved that girl, didn't you? And Naruto was like, no. Yeah. Which is kind of why I didn't want to fight her. And Kurama was like, damn. Imagine having to kill your own love interest. And I'm gonna say Naruto looks up at Kurama and was like, that cage is looking mighty fucking friendly right about now. And Kurama was like, damn, the hostility fam, relax. Like, nigga, I'm inside you. Take it out on them. Fuck. So, like, Naruto basically, he gets up and he walks out his room. And I'm gonna say, like, everybody's still trying to talk to Naruto, but Naruto's not responding, like, at all. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering, in this Naruto What If, I don't know exactly who the ship is gonna be. I could, like, just make up some random character or make him, like, go for a totally different person. But I'm not sure. And people stay wanting Tamari X Naruto. But I already got 2 What Ifs with that going on. So I'm going to try to spice it up in this one. But, yeah. So Sakura gets let out gets let out the area that she was in. And Naruto, like, I'm going to say she walks up to Naruto. And Naruto looks at her with, like, these cold, dead eyes and was like, what do you want? And she was like, I was hoping you could train with us. And Naruto basically replies with, I don't have time to train with weaklings. And he just walks away. And Sakura was like, wait a minute. Nigga, what? Like, she's like, what? And, oh my, I gotta stop doing that, bro. So, she grabs Naruto, and Naruto grabs her hand. And in the smoothest way possible, he found a way to maneuver her entire, like, without hurting her at all. Her entire body shifted in the other direction, and Naruto, like, I'm gonna say Naruto was walking toward his room, but, like, he grabbed her and moved her entire body toward the room, like, toward his room, and not kicked her in there or anything, but basically, like, nudged her in that direction, and then he walked off toward the exit, and he was like exactly as I thought, weaklings. And Sakura was like, wait a minute, when did he learn how to do that? And Kurama was like, oh, so you're taking off, like, you're using her moves now. And Naruto basically tells Kurama, like, shut the fuck, like, just shut up. Like, I don't want to hear you right now. I don't. I really don't. And Kurama was like, bro, like, this hostility, fam. You can't go around popping bitch fits, bro. And Naruto's like, you can't tell me what the fuck I was supposed to do with my own body and my mind. And Kurama was like, technically it's my body too, dipshit. And Kurama was like, and Naruto's basically like, bro, you're only in here because of Seal. If that Seal wasn't in here, you'd probably be off somewhere else, probably destroying a village or some shit like that. And Kurama basically tells him, like, actually, no, I was supposed to be protecting a temple, but, you know, some people decided that it would be better if I was protecting their village, so my temple is in ruins now. And Naruto was like, well, that's just tragic. Imagine trying to, like, guard a temple but successfully failing at it in the process. And Kurama was like, bro, like, you really need to chill. Like, there's no need for all this hostility. And Naruto was like, but if all people have ever done was show me hostility, and it's wrong for me to show them hostility, I'm so confused. And Kurama was like, bro, I only started to, like, mess with you because you weren't so hostile toward people. Like, you had one of the worst childhoods on the planet, and you were the least hostile person I've ever met. You're, like literally everything about your... No, Kurama was basically like, everything about your entire fucking, like, everything about you right now is, like, totally different from someone else. That, like, if they had your life, they would just be mentally scarred and willing to give up on their entire life itself. Holy shit, bro, this nigga fucking TV set up so loudly. So, Naruto's like, you do have a point there, but at the same time, he's like, I'm done playing a little nice guy that everyone sees me as. Especially them. And he basically gestures toward the Hidden Leaf Village. And then Naruto was like, oh, I have an idea. And he goes there. Now, mind you, everybody in the Hidden Leaf Village still don't fuck with Naruto. Fuck out of my room. It was like, they still don't fuck with Naruto. Like, they still don't fuck with Naruto. So, when Naruto gets there, like, some shinobi treat him basically like how he was as a kid. Like, they tried to beat on him. But Naruto was, like, not releasing Kurama's chakra, but, like, just releasing this bloodlust type shit. Yeah, so nobody, like, they wanted to beat on him, but it's not like they could because, like, they couldn't move. And Naruto basically, like, started not walking to the Hokage's office, but walking to the hospital room that his mom was in. And when he gets there, he sees just another family in there, and instead of a mom on the table, it's a little kid, and the kid turns and looks out the window, and they see Naruto, and they look at Naruto with, like, a disgust look, and then, like, they look back, and Naruto starts walking off, and then, like, I'm gonna say the door opens, and they basically look at Naruto, and they're like, it's your fault, you know. They were like, it's your fault, you know, and I guess you're in the video, big dog. I don't know if, like, y'all can see his name or whatever, but yeah, he's in the video now. So so Naruto basically tells him, Naruto turns around and was like, what do you mean it's my fault? And they was like, when you decided to attack the village so years ago, you hurt our son, like, it's your fault. And Naruto was like, I attacked the village some years ago. And Naruto, like, this is visibly making Naruto angry. And he turns around, like, at first he just had his head cocked back just a little bit to see them. But he turns completely around. And when he turns around, there's, like, some tears in his eyes and shit. So, Naruto, like, he laughs a little bit. He's like, you're funny, right? Like, you have to be joking. I attacked a village when I was a child. A baby. An infant. Me attacking an entire village full of perfectly capable shinobi. Or maybe it was the fact that the Leaf Village was too weak to defend themselves from the fucking Nine Tails. Or is that why y'all blame me? Cause I have the Nine Tails still inside of me. Like I had a fucking option. I was a child, a baby, a fucking infant. And like he's just going. And I'ma say the dad walks up to Naruto and was like, if it's your fault that Lord that the fourth is gone. Naruto stops and looks at him and was like, the fourth? You wanna know something funny? The fourth is my father. He risked his life for this village, and honestly, I can't see why he did. Y'all are corrupt. Y'all hate me because of the Nine Tails. And y'all should be trying to help me control him. Like, this village is so fucking backwards, bro. Like, the Hidden Cloud village treats their Jinchuriki nice. Like, the fuck, bro? Like, the Mist Village treated their Hokage, like, treated their, Jinchuriki nice. Like, the fuck, bro? Like, y'all making this shit seem like I was the one. Oh, I came out the womb and decided to attack the entire Hidden Leaf Village with a being of higher chakra standards than I did myself. With something that was far stronger than me, like I had a fucking Sharingan. Or maybe I was just too dumb to realize that the fucking Sharingan was sitting in the damn beast's eyes when it attacked. Does it look like I have a Sharingan? And he's just going. And I'm gonna say Tsunade was like there and she was hearing this. And when she hits the corner, Naruto turns around and sees her. And she sees like Naruto was crying. And I'm gonna say the mom was like, Fifth Hokage, you shouldn't be near him. He's a danger to you. And Tsunade was like, that's enough out of you two. Like she basically just tells him to get lost. And she tries to talk to Naruto, and Naruto's like, I'm fucking done with this village. Like, I just came back here to see the place that my mom died in, and wait, oh fuck, I mean, that's the wrong fucking village. Shit, this is the wrong what if. Anyway, no, he wasn't at that place. He was in the he was still in the hospital, but he was there for an entirely different reason. Cause I'm gonna say the girl, yeah, it wasn't his mom, it was the girl. Yeah, okay. So basically, he tried to just go see the room that the girl was quote unquote died in, and yeah, that happened. And I'm gonna say the little boy, like Naruto walks in the room, and the little boy looks at Naruto and was like, "Whoa, you look cool." And Naruto looks at him and was like, "Well, not to your parents." And I'm gonna say the little boy was like, "Why?" He's like, because according to them, I'm the nine-tailed fox. I attacked the village when I was a baby. It's like when I was like a couple of minutes old, I was born, and I took the nine tails directly out of my mom, and I just ripped apart the village. I just, as soon as I was born, I decided that the village deserved to die. And I'm gonna say the little kid looks at Naruto and was like, you don't look like that type of person to hurt people and just to mean and nothing by it. And that hit Naruto like that, them words hit different. And Naruto basically just gets up and walks out the room. And I'm gonna say Tsunade tries to heal the little kid just a little more. And if y'all wondering what's wrong with him, I'm gonna say the nine tails, like when he used one of his tails to swipe at the village, he broke some of his ribs, and like his bones, like his rib cage, is almost embedded in his what the fuck is it called? Not kidney, but like his lung. So like he can't really move around, so that's why he's always in the hospital. But yeah, so Naruto leaves the village, like not leaves the village, but he leaves the what's the name? And I'm gonna say Tsunade tries to like trail him, but Naruto looks back at her and basically just tells her to not to. He basically tells Tsunade, like, I would like to see if there's anybody in the village I'd be willing to give the nine tails a second chance. And He was walking throughout the village, and I'm gonna say Tsunade told him to go to like this place, which is where his where it all went down. And I'm gonna say Kurama was kind of guiding him. So on the way, like leaving the village, like kind of like toward the gates, a whole lot of people was right there. And when Naruto got there, they all started like berating him and shouting and telling him he should die and he should never came back and stuff like that. And in the mix of it, I'm gonna say it was not Neji, but like Hinata's father. And Naruto looks at them, but before he could do anything, I'm gonna say Sakura appears. I'm gonna say Sakura, she wasn't trailing him, but she was already headed back to the Leaf Village as it is, and she sensed Naruto's chakra. And then she like started headed toward Naruto, and she got there. And she basically tells him like, yo, y'all doing this ain't making y'all situation no better. Because if he was truly as evil as y'all say he was, he could blow up the whole village right now. And I have a second thought. Naruto thinks about that. He's like, yeah, that's right, I could. And before she can say a second word, Naruto holds up like this massive Rasengan with a little with four tail beast bombs surrounding it, and tells Sakura to move. And Sakura looks up and sees it, and she jumps out the way. And I'm gonna say Tsunade, like she sees this, and Jiraiya sees it too. I'm gonna say Jiraiya boy is still in the village. Wait, did I kill off him in this one? Did I kill Naruto? No, I don't think I did. See, this is why I can't have too many what ifs, because I get shit sidetracked or confused. Anyway, so like he basically tells him, like Jiraiya tells Naruto like, you don't have to do this. And Naruto like, why shouldn't I? Right? I should just give in to what they call me. The Nine Tails, I'm nothing but a fox, a beast, a demon. And Jiraiya sees like the tears and stuff on Naruto's face, and he's like, but do you feel like Jiraiya's like, but do you truly feel like that? All these people call you a demon, a fox, and they want you to die, but they only do that because they got hurt. But they still have family, they still have jobs and things like that. You have nothing. And Naruto's like, exactly. I have nothing. And they still treated me like I was garbage. Absolute shit. Just because I have something instilled inside of me, and I didn't have an option. And I'm gonna say it gets a little bit bigger. And before Naruto throws it, I'm gonna say Pain, like Almighty pulls him toward like himself, like Nagato Almighty pulls Naruto toward him, and I'm gonna say Jiraiya turns around and like, Nagato, and he basically sees Naruto, like he hugs Naruto and was like, bro, like, relax. Got you, fam. We got you. You have something now. You got the Akatsuki. And Naruto doesn't break down or anything. He just sits there for a little bit. And then, he was like, you're wrong. And Nagato looks down, and Naruto just erupts in Nine Tails chakra. And he turns into his KCM mode, and he looks back toward the village, and he's like, is this what you wanted? Like, you wanted this to happen? You wanted me to break so that way I could just come over here and destroy the Hit Leaf Village and be the demon that you all think I am? Well, guess what? Your wish is finally gonna come true. And I'm gonna say, he makes a tail beast bomb. Then before, anybody could escape, I'm gonna say he makes clones to, block off the exits. And before anything else happens, Naruto remembers what she said, and he stops. He just stops altogether. And he falls and he hits the ground, and he's basically just asking why him? Yeah. Why did I have to go through this shit? Why couldn't it be someone else? Why? And well, I guess you're in the video too, my guy. I fucks with you. Hey, though, I fucks with comments like that. I fucks with them. I fucks with comments like that. Yo, so I checked one of my videos. Oh, my fault. I'm just gonna get off task for a little bit. So I checked one of my videos earlier, and I got my first dislike on one of my videos. That shit do be hitting different, but I fucks with it though. Obviously, he disliked the video for a reason, and I respect that. Anyway, watch. Hey, no cap. I dare everybody that watched this video to dislike it. I just want to see how many dislikes and likes I can get. So basically, I just want people to no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's gonna fuck this video completely up. People won't even get to see it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get back to the story. So Naruto, like Naruto's going through that, but like at the same time, no one like wants to go toward him. But I'm gonna say, for like the sake of like the vid, like not like for the sake of plot armor or whatever the fuck. But like I'm gonna say Sasuke walks up to him and grab like no, I'm gonna say Itachi walks up to him and like Naruto looks up and Itachi gives that legendary 2-finger bump to the forehead that he does. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that legendary 2-finger bump. Naruto looks up and he does that. And Naruto just I'm gonna say Kakashi, not Kakashi, but I'm gonna say Obito, yeah, Kakashi, Obito, Sasuke, and Itachi, they're just standing in front of Naruto, and I'm gonna say Sasuke smiles like, bro, you're not alone, you got us. And Itachi was like, yeah, and as your adopted father, I'm gonna need you to stop crying, big dog. Like this is your family, we are your family. And Naruto looks around and sees like the Akatsuki, and I'm gonna say 10-10 was like, yeah, like you can't be crying. You helped us all out. And I keep forgetting her fucking name, bro. Shit. The girl that got bit a lot. What the fuck is her name? Shit. There's too many fucking K names in Naruto, bro. Yeah. So she basically, fuck, I can't remember the name. But yeah, she basically tells Naruto, like, if you would have never helped me out, I would have probably still be getting bitten by, people to get healed. And she's like, and I'm kind of glad that, you helped me out with that. And Naruto's like, well, I'm in the middle of recording.
What?
Of recording. Oh my god.
The what?
It burns.
The Wi-Fi working?
I don't fucking know.
And I said it is. And you know what would have been best? Because I just downloaded the phone. You know what would have been best?
What?
If they would have added the nigga in the beginning of the trailer into the battle pass.
They might make that the secret skin. Shh, bro, could you please turn that light back off? You leave. That shit fucking burns. Nigga, come on, bro. My fault, y'all. My older brother had to tell me some shit. But like I was like, Naruto gets up and I'm gonna say turns into a softie for a minute. He hugs Itachi and Sasuke was like, "Come on, Naruto, you can't be displaying emotions in front of this village." Naruto turns around like, "Fuck this village, I'll blow this whole bitch up." Like he was like, "I'll shoot this bitch up." All right, let me stop. So yeah, Naruto basically like leaves, but he's still taken aback. So Naruto basically tells them who that girl was, and what she basically made him promise like some shit long ago about like how if anything bad was to happen, Naruto would have to like if she was to try to kill Naruto. Like, if anything bad was to happen to either of them, they would have to kill one another. And Naruto, since she did, this nigga guy's TV loud as fuck, bro. And I'm gonna say she whispered in his ear something that she did that was bad. I'm gonna say she said she helped with the Uchiha massacre, which is a lie, but she only did it because she wanted to see how strong Naruto was. and that led to her inevitable death. And yeah, but he didn't tell that part to them, so they were basically left wondering. And let's say Konan walks up to Naruto and smacks him. Like, he looks up and he just gets smacked by Konan. And he looks at Konan and Konan looks at him. And he looks up, like, he actually looks at her. And I'm gonna say she got some tears on her face. And she was like, let me tell you something. The next time you think you can go all emo boy on me like Sasuke, we'll fucking kill you. like, like, no. Like, she, like, and Naruto was like, yeah, and I'm gonna say, she hugs Naruto. Like, she hugs Naruto, and Naruto was like, wow, guess I do have a family here. And this is where I'm gonna be ending this part off, because my older brother got Fortnite playing in the background. His TV is loud than a bitch for no fucking reason. I don't want y'all to hear that. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fuck with this part. I'm only saying that because it's been a minute since I've been able to do some shit like that. But alright, peace out, y'all.